Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Dhruv Saxena and I am currently studying at University of Hertfordshire. Before we dive in, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. I love to connect with fellow tech enthusiasts. Also check my personal website where I regularly update where I regularly post update projects and what I am currently doing in the world of data science and AI. And I have been I I have been diving deep into data science, machine learning, deep learning and generative AI for past couple of years. And on this channel, I will be sharing practical tools and tips to help you grow in these fields too. In this video, we are going to learn about Pydantic, one of the most powerful libraries in Python for data validation and state management. If you are working with APIs, machine learning pipelines, or more specifically in the agentic AI, you will definitely want to stick around. So let make sure to hit like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let jump in right into it. So guys, let me open my d- writing board. So Pydantic. What is Pydantic? Common question. Pydantic is most widely used data validation library for Python. Why do we use Pydantic? First of all, speed. Speed validation, core validation logic is written in Rust, powered by type hints. Use Python type hints like str, like type hints like str means string, int, float, etc. Data classes type hints support validation of many standard library. It supports validation from type dicts, data classes, customization. We can customize, like we can create custom validators and serializers and JSON schema. So before explaining more, let me give you one example. Like you have been work if you I don't know whether you have worked with fast API or not, but in fast API we definitely use Pydantic for data validation. Let's say we are building a basic API, like this is the client side of my API, where user sends like name, email, age, and what happened, like user is creating a API request to my database, updating a database, and in response it is getting a JSON. So what happened, user is updating its record in database, and if there is like no validation schema is set, like suppose for name user may enter string instead of string like integers, so it will enter garbage value to my database. So we need to we need to validate the entry what user entering in my into the database. So we use Pydantic for that. So this is a guys the documentation of Pydantic. You can go through this documentation. It explain like what is Pydantic and like most widely used data validation library for Python. Why do we use Pydantic and examples related to Pydantic. So let me open my VS Code and show you bit by bit. So first of all, installation for Pydantic is simple command pip install Pydantic. That's it. For me, it will show requirement already satisfied because I have already downloaded this. So let's start with why even we need Pydantic. So why do we need Pydantic? So before using Pydantic, let me show you one example. Why do we need data validation? So for that, from data classes import data class, and here I will create a simple class user, where it will take name as str, email as str, and age as integer. And I will create object of this class user, where name is given as Allison, its email is equals to Allison at the rate example.com, and age is equals to integer 50, and I will print this user. And let me print this. And let me put this, and see, this is my user. And what happened, like suppose instead of in age, I will just add, instead of 50, I will like this add 50. What do you think? Does it throw with error or not? So let's run this. See, it takes age as 50, but what I have mentioned my schema that it should be integer, like specifically that integer, but it overrides that thing. See, there means there's nothing such data validations. Looking fine, looking fine, no error. It is, so this thing is like dangerous for real world apps. So now watch what happens when we use Pydantic. So let me use it, Pydantic. So first of all, from Pydantic, import base model. We need to import base model from Pydantic, and I will create a same class user, and from and in user I will inherit base model. I will inherit base model, and now I will take name as str, email email is my str, and age should be an age as integer. And let me just run the same thing. I am creating the object of this class, and let me run this. See, there's no, see, work fine. But now see what happened when I will run this. Let me run this. See, validation error, one validation error for user age. See, one validation error for, it will raise an error. So means here is a data validation is done. And Pydantic Pydantic is smart as well. It tries to convert types whenever it possible. So for example, let me copy this and run this. And what I did, instead of 50, I write this. And see, it is smart. It converts types whenever it possible. See, I entered string, but it convert to int. So this is the benefit of using Pydantic. And here, suppose we can add like custom validators. It's about built-in validators. So I show you like why do we need Pydantic, like customization means customized validator. Suppose what, suppose let make sure that the age should be greater than 18 only. This age should be greater than 18 and less than 50. Suppose, so age should be greater than 50. So for what I can do, let me just take this as it is. And before this, let me import from Pydantic import field validator, and let me paste this thing. And what I do inside this, I want my age should be greater than 18. So for that, I will create use a decorator field validator, and inside that, what I can pass in string my age, and after this, I will create a function def check age, and inside this, I will pass those parameter, and if v is less than v is less than 18, what it will do, it will raise value error, that is user must be at least 18-year old. 18-year old, and I will return v, and I will run. And what if I call this again, and instead of this, I will give 17. See, means one validation error for user age value error. See, value error. User must be at least 18-year old. So see how powerful it is. Pydantic means we can add custom validators. Suppose if I put 20, see this will run. We add field validator to age. It checks whether the age is under 18, and if so, throws a value error. This is why Fast API loves Pydantic. Let's say we are building an API for someone send post request. Pydantic instantly validate the incoming data and prevent garbage from entering your app. So I show you in the beginning like why Pydantic is important. I show you like suppose I want my user should be greater than 18 only. So this is why Pydantic is powerful. Moving further, let me show like there are some like different functionalities Pydantic provide. Like one is optional. So I show you like in my board blackboard that powered by type hints and data class and type date supports validation of many standard library. So see, so for this what we need, from typing import optional, and from Pydantic I can also import email str. Means email str means I can validate my email as well. Like this email, instead of string, just passing string, I can put a validation on email that email should be correct. So now what this optional means, like as the name suggests, optional means the field is optional, means it is not required to be necessary. So let me use the same class user. Inside this I will inherit base model, and I will create this name email thing. Now email, I want email from user, and it should be email str, means I have put an validation for email as well. And age means now I don't want age, my age is optional, means it can be user can enter or not as well, and but the age should be integer, and by default it should be none. So let me create the object for this class user, and here the name should be suppose like Bob, and email email should be like Bob at the rate example.com, and see I haven't put the age, means I haven't add the age, and if I press enter, what will it will throw error or not? Let's check. See, it runs. I haven't mentioned age here, but it runs. By default, the value of age is none. What if suppose I remove at the rate from email? See, one validation error, valid email address, means it is validating email as well. And let me run this again, and I will add age as well. Now my age will be 50. See, it will run. It override this none default to 50. So this is the beneficial, like sometimes we need, like user should may enter or may not enter the field. In that situation we use optional. And there is one, like another functionality, like field. What is this field? We means we want to add default values, description or constraint. That's where field comes in. Let's add some constraint and documentation in your Pydantic model using field. It is super powerful. So for that, what you need from Pydantic, you need to just import field. That's it. And I will create a same class user. Here I will inherit base model, and here name, it should be str, and here I will add field, and here I will add like default and description. Description means full name of the user, like the description of this name, what is the what name takes, and age, it should be int, and inside this field. So suppose now what I will give a default value, like default is equals to 18, and age should be greater than 0, means I want my age should be in positive, not in negative, but it should be less than 120. And here I will add description, like what description? Age must be between 1 and 119. This is my description of my age. And now let me create the object for this class user, and here I will add name is equals to Bob ABC, and age is equals to, and I will not put age. See, there is no error, and let me print user. See, by default I have put my age is 80, but what happened if I add age is equals to -2. See, one validation error for user, means I am validating the age. And if I add 130, see, it allows user not to enter a garbage data. So my age should be between this. See, it overrides, always overrides default. If user add nothing, then okay, but age should be greater than 50. Field let you control how each field behave. Here we are making name a required field using these triple dot, means it is must. and giving its description. For age we are setting default value 18, means default value 18 if user can enter or may not, and enforcing it that it must be greater than 0 and less than 120. If we set age something else like 0 or 150, it will raise validation error instantly. Super useful for data safety. You can use list, dicts, and even nested models for more complex structure. So now let me show you like more complex structure here using list, dict, and nested models. So what this means? So let me create two classes. So first of all, let me import from typing import list and dict, and here I will create a class. Here I will create a class, like two classes I will create. First product, and I will inherit base model. And what product take name as str and and price of the product, name and the price of the product. Price can be in float. And second class I will create order, and it will also inherit base model. And here what I will, it will take items, like it will be list of what product. So see, it is a nested model. Inside this list I am passing this another class like product, means complex structure. And metadata will be dict of str comma str. So here's what happening. We define a product for product model with a name and price. Then we define order model that takes a list of product and a dictionary of metadata like customer id and shipping method. So now let me some product create some product. So here product 1 is equals to product, and it will be name is equals to laptop, and price is equals to suppose 99.99, 99.00. And product 2, the product, and here name is equals to mouse, and price I can add 50. I am not using float, but see, Pydantic is smart. It can it will automatically convert this to float. I will show you this thing. And let me add some complex like 89 something. After this, what I will do, I will create an order. Here order, let me create the object for this class. And what it will take, items can be list. So inside this I will add product 1 comma product 2, and I will add metadata is a dictionary of string, means dictionary like customer id 1 2 3 4 5, and shipping method is express. And let me print the order. So let me print the order. Mm, oh, the spelling mistake. See, it's created this complex nested model. So what inside the order? I am having items, and inside item I am having product. Product is another class, like another Pydantic class. Inside this, I have passed the list of products. See, inside a list, I am having different products, and see, it automatically convert this integer to float. It is smart. And metadata, dictionary of strings. See, dictionary of string means this value should be string only. So this is like Pydantic validates everything for you, even nested model. So if product has an invalid price or if the metadata is not string to string dictionary, it will catch that instantly. Let's talk about literal and annotated. These help you create even stricter schemas. So for that, from typing import literal, and here I will create a class pet. So what literal do? What literal do? Basically, it will let you choose between those two things. Suppose I created a class and I will inherit base model, base model, and here I will put type, and inside this type I will add literal, and inside this literal, what I will pass? I will pass cat and dog. So what this will do, it will allow user to put only cat and dog. If suppose if user add like suppose rabbit, it will throw an error. No, it will give you to choose between cat and dog only. So let me see, print this validate pet instance. So for this, let me run this code and see, type cat and dog works fine. But what happened? But what happened if user pass this? See, input should be cat or dog. It can't be anything else. And now this is like let me go heading literal, and now move to annotated. Annotated, what is annotated? Annotated is a modern way to add metadata like min max values. So for this, what I will do, from typing from typing import annotated, and I will create a class product, and inside this it will inherit base model, and here what it will, I will add price, and in price it is annotated type, and inside this float, and field, what field I gave you, and field I will provide field, and inside this field the price should be greater than 0, and description, that what's description, price must be positive, positive. And let me run this. So now this is price price 1 is equals to product, and here I will add price is equals to 19.99, and I will print this price 1. See, everything's work fine. Mhm. And if I, what I do, if I put it to negative, it will throw. Means a modern way, means it is a like more advanced way to add metadata like min max. See, like annotate, float, and otherwise I have to use different like float and field is a advanced way, you can say. Annotate is a type hinting tool from Python typing module, adds metadata to a type. It is commonly used to attach validation rules, description, default, etc. to field without changing the code type. Awesome. Let's combine everything into a single advanced Pydantic class that include field for constraints and metadata, optional, list, dict, annotated, literal, validator for custom validation, email validation for email, error handling. And I will also show you like how you can handle error via try except block. This will give you one complete clean advanced example that you can directly show and run. So what guys, in this segment, we are building a powerful and production ready Pydantic model complete with nested field, strict validation and even custom serializers. So let me first import each and everything guys. So from Pydantic, I will import base model, field, email string, validation error, field validator, field serializer, and from typing optional list, ticked, literal, and annotate. So what so far we have learned, I will combine them into a single class. After this, I will create a nested model. So what I am creating, I have created a class address which inherit base model, which takes city as string and zip code, and my main model is, I will create another model, my main model, which is user profile, which also inherit base model. It takes name, which is annotated string field, means it it should be, means it can't be none or default. User must have to enter the value. Minimum length should be, name should be 2, description full name of the user. Age annotate int field means greater than 17 and less than 100. Age must be between this. Email string. Status literal means status can be active, inactive, and banned. Apart from this, user cannot put any other value. Hobbies can be optional like list of string. List of string fields default factory list. Social links optional dict string. Address optional address, and default is none for social links and address. So what I will do now, I will create a custom validator. Validator. So I will add a decorator field validator, and inside this, what I have to validate, I have to validate name. I have to validate the name. So I will create name must be, name must be alphabetic, and it take as class and value. If not, value dot replace, means I'm replacing the empty space, like I'm joining space by this, and I'm checking is alpha, is alpha. So then what it will do, it will raise a value error. What? Name must contain one alphabetic character. Name must contain one alphabetic character, and I will return the value. Another field validator I will put for hobbies. This is my another field validator. So I have created def hobby length. It will check the length of the hobby. That hobby's length should be, each hobby must at least 3 character long. Means character. And I will add custom field serializer as well. Two custom field serializer. What it will do? Field serializer email. It will add a prefix to mail, like mail to, and it will lower that mail ID. And status, and what it will do, it will take the status like active, inactive, and banned, and it will convert this to upper. That's it, guys. We got a user profile model with a nested address, fields like name, age, use, annotate, and field to enforce constraint and add descriptions. We have also got optional list, dicts, and a little enum from the user status. We use field validators to ensure name is alphabetic and each hobby has at least 3 characters. This help enforce your app business logic directly in your model layer. And with field serializer, we customize how fields are output. We prefix the email to with mail to and convert the status to uppercase when exploring the model. So after this, now I will hit run and I will add my data. See, this is my data. It is in JSON. I told you that I can also add JSON serializer. See, I mentioned JSON schema. We can add JSON schema as well. So my name is Alice Wonderland, age, my email address, status, hobbies is reading yoga AI, and social links is like dictionary of strings. See, dictionary of string, and address is also this. And let me hit enter. And now what I will do, I will create the object and catches any error. See, try user profile. I will unpack my JSON, and user created successfully, and I will print user model.jumps, and it will like for the printing, like the it will be in my same format. My output would also be like in same format, and if there is validation error, it will raise that. And let me hit enter. See, user created successfully, name, age. See, it converts this to active. It add prefix. This is my hobbies, my social links. And suppose what if I add age, if I remove this at the rate and I hit enter. See, it will validation failed. It will create an error, type value error, location where email, message value is not validated, email address, and email address must have at the rate sign. See, it is telling me. So I will put this and I will again run this. So this is my advanced nested model. I combine each and everything. I show you what is the use of field validator, field serializer, and all this annotate. Why do we use annotate, literal, optional, dict, strings, each and everything. Nested models as well. Mm, we wrap in it in a try except block using validation error. If the data is validated, it print out a clean JSON. If not, it returns clear structured error message and That's how you build a robust production ready Pydantic model. So now there's one, like I will show you, like with respect to like agentic AI, like related to like agents, or in specifically in lang chain or lang graph, where we manage the state that should be like, should be in structured output. What thing, the LLM is smart but it is bit messy. So it gives like anonymous answer, like randomly it answers. So the output of the LLM should be validated, that I want the output in specific structure. So you use Pydantic for validation. So I will show you use of Pydantic in LangChain. Use of Pydantic in chain. So let me import couple of libraries. So these are the libraries I want to install in LangChain. From I will import Chat Grok. I will import my environment variables, a prompt template, Pydantic output parser, and string output parser. I will show you what's the difference between those parsers. From Pydantic, I will import base model field, and this I've already imported. So I have imported all my libraries, and let me like load my environment variables using load.env, and let me define my model. Define the model. So for that, my LLM is equals to chat grok, and inside this model is equals to what model? Plan PWQ 32 billion model. I will import. And now what I will do, I will create a class person which inherit base model, which take name, age, and city. See, I have created a class person. It inherit base model from Pydantic. It takes input like name. It should be string, field, name of a person, age greater than 18, description age of person, city, string, field, name of the city person belongs to. So now what I will do, I will create a template for this, and inside this template, prompt template, what it will takes, generate the name, age, and the city of a fictional place which user, place, person, and format instruction input variables, it will take place, and partial variable format instruction parser dot get format instruction. Basically it will take like, it is like required norms when we use Pydantic output parser. So for parser, I will create my parser, and it will take Pydantic output parser, and here I will put Pydantic object, what class, person. I will hit enter, and I will hit enter, and let me create my chain. Chain is equals to template and LLM and parser, and let me invoke my chain dot invoke, and here I will add place is equals to UK, and it will print this result. And see the magic of Pydantic, guys. See, name Oliver Carter, age 25, age I have put like age is greater than 18. It will validate that thing, that age should be greater than 18 only. And city Manchester, a fictional, generate a name, age, city of a fictional place UK which I have person, format instructions like I have to add this thing format partial variables format instruction parser dot get format instruction. So I have to add this if I use Pydantic output parser. So now let me show you like without Pydantic as well. Pydantic without Pydantic. So let me import same thing guys like template. Here I will just add this. I will not use format instruction in partial variables, just my template. I will create chain, and instead of Pydantic output parser, I will use string output parser. And what I will do, I will invoke my chain. See how this thing gives. I want only name, age, and city only, but see it gives details also. This combines common means I want in structured way only, like only these three things. So see guys, this is how powerful Pydantic is, and that's why we use Pydantic in Agentic AI, because we need to validate my state, memory, each and everything. Pydantic gives you data superpower in Python for simple validation to deeply nested schemas. You will see it everywhere from fast API to agentic AI system like LangGraph. LangGraph. Like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you want full LangGraph plus Pydantic integration next demo. Thank you.